Good morning, YouTube, wherever you are. Kenya, Cameroon, South Africa, Nigeria, Senegal, Rwanda, Uganda, Burundi, Swaziland, wherever you are, greetings to you. Now, I'm inviting you to dialogue with me about the African politics today. I spoke recently with some few friends a few days ago about the African politics. They were like, no, 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 we're not interested in speaking about politics. But I want you to understand that that is a foolish thing to say because politics regiment our life. Whether you agree with me or not, it regiments our life both financially. It decides how much money goes to your pocket. It decides our economy, how much food goes to on your table. So we have to talk about politics. We have to participate in politics. So why am I talking about this? As a citizen of a society, as a citizen of a country, as a citizen of a nation, as a citizen of a continent, as a citizen of the world, you have to realize that you have four basic responsibility to do. Now, your first responsibility is your political responsibility. It's either you get voted for or you vote for an individual or an idea to represent you. Now, the second responsibility is your economic responsibility. Now, this is where your creativity, your talent, your ability comes into question. So, your economic responsibility is what? Is what you can provide. Is either you get employed or you employ an individual. So you think of what you can do to contribute and you pay your tax, how you can be able to support your community, how you can be able to support your nation, you can be able to support the world. Now, the third responsibility is your social responsibility. Your social responsibility to your society, how you can act polite, how you can respect women and the children, how you cannot act thuggish or break the law or the traffic law or certain rules and regulation on the ground that is made to protect you. Now that is where your responsibility comes in as a civil, that is where your civil responsibility comes in. Now the cultural responsibility is the fourth and the final responsibility you have to do as an individual. Now what can you do culturally? How to support the cinema culture, how to support the fashion culture, for example. What can you do in regards to all these things? So you have to ask yourself as an individual, are you fulfilling these four obligations? Now, if you're not being voted for or voting, then what are you doing economically? And are you paying your tax? Are you creating jobs or are you planning to get employed? So you have to identify all these things and what are you doing socially to help your community to grow. So that aside, the main topic for today is that we will all agree that there is no full proper functioning state today in Africa. When I say full proper functioning state in Africa, what do I mean by that? I'm talking about state with the three basic pillars. And what are these three basic pillars that we're talking about? We're talking about political stability and stable economic growth and positive social cultural system. So a full functioning state with these three pillars, it's nowhere to be found, of course, with an exception of Rwanda in Africa that we can speak about. So what can we do about this? When we realize that our current system is not functioning, that something is wrong somewhere. Now we become foolish when we keep repeating the same thing all the time, re-electing the same leaders and yet expecting different results. That is foolishness. Now, in Nigeria, for example, we go through the process of electing a leader. For example, in 2015, we spent almost 1 to 2 billion US dollars, 1 to 2 billion US dollars to do what? To elect leaders that could represent us. Now, the election process in Nigeria is so costly in the sense that it costs the person that is going to participate has to pay a huge fee, $150,000 to earn the certificates to participate in an election. First of all, you have to get represented by, say, a political party. Then you have to print posters, you have to pay all the little thugs around so that they can go to campaign for you and all these things. All these things are useless expenditure. They are not contributing anything to our economy. They are not helping us to progress. And after all, we go through all this process of trauma. At the end of the day, the people that their candidate not get voted, they get traumatized, and they have to nurse, they have to accept the results, they have to do all these things. The people that get voted for, they will rejoice, they'll be happy. But at the end of the day, you end up seeing life getting lost, thugs, ethnic tension, religious killings, and all those things. Media, they try to polarize the debate, they try to vilify the other person. All these things are unnecessary distraction for a serious nation that wants to grow. So what are we going to do? If we keep repeating this system every 4 years, we're not going to progress. We spend 1 to 2 billion US dollars to be able to elect foolish leaders that did not even. Now I'm saying foolish because look at where Nigeria is. We had a result. You can praise your leader. If you idolize him, you can praise him. But the fact is that Nigeria is going nowhere with the way we are going. And African countries are going nowhere with the way things are going. So we have to think of a new system. in place. Now, what I'm about to suggest to you is this. I want us to demonetize completely our election process. Our election process needs to be completely demonetized. Now, why am I saying this? We need to understand the psychology, the philosophy of people that are coming into politics, that people that are coming to represent us. Every single politician is either found guilty of one or two things. Now, this is it. There are three things most politicians are thinking when they are coming into politics that we have to identify. Number one is money. Number one, very important thing that you need to remember is money. Most of them are coming to create their career. Most of them are coming to end their life. Most of them are coming to be able to safeguard the future of their children, their family. They are coming to look for food. That is normal. We understand that. Now, then the second reason is that there are people that have the money. They have everything. They have their source of income. Yet there's something that is driving them to come into politics. And what is that thing? That thing is called power. Some people want the power to decide the fate of certain people. They want the power to be able to take decision, national decision. They want the power to control certain people. They want the power to appoint certain people. These people are driven by power. They love the power. They love the control. They love the worship that they get from people. And the third reason is popularity. There are people who love to be on the media 24/7. They want their face to be in the news. They want their name to be spoken of. They want people to call them for interview. They want that. Those are the celebrity politicians. They want that idea. They want to be seen. They want to be known. They want to be popular. They want to associate with big people. That's what they want to do. So you have to identify that all your politicians are found guilty with either the money, power, or celebrity. None of them is innocent. None of them want this. Now there are people who come with genuine intention, but we are yet to feel that effect in Africa. We have to be sincere with ourselves. So what am I doing? I'm proposing to you a solution right now. That first of all, we have to cut out the first reason why people come into politics, which is what? Money. We have to make our election process completely demonetized. We have to make sure that an individual that is coming to be elected should not be able to take loan. It should be free, actually. It should be free. That an individual should be able to participate into politics. Now, when you're coming to participate into politics, if you're really genuine, we're going to test your ingenuity. We're going to tell you that you're not going to be paid. In fact, I learned that the Nigerian senators are earning 181,000 US dollars monthly. That is including your salaries, certain allowance, traveling allowance, and all those things, and certain useless allowances that was all put together to give you 180,000 monthly. That is a humongous amount of money, considering the fact that the French president is earning $15,000 monthly, the US president is earning just 32,000 US dollars. So that is useless for a third world country earning that huge amount of money. That is so unnecessary. So, and then we end up with very foolish politicians who do not have ideas, who do not have anything. So let's cut out the number one reason why people go into politics, which is the money. The moment we demonetize the system, the process of election, instead of asking an individual to come in and get voted for, we ask him, what idea do you have? What are you proposing? How can we change it? And let's channel our money to sponsor this election process. Now, what I'm saying might sound foolish to you. It might sound unrealistic. It might sound unachievable, but we have to do something. We have to agree that our current system is not functioning, and the direction at which we're going right now, if we do not change this trajectory, is going to be very, 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 very sad for Africa. We are so backward. We are so late. Other regions around the world are developing economically, politically, socially, but we're still backward, and we have to do something about it. Now, people might say I'm crazy for suggesting this thing, but we have to do things about it. Now, what I'm doing, and for you to support this movement in your personal level, is to take this hashtag, demonetize our election, demonetize our politics, demonetize. Any person that wants to participate into politics should not get paid. If they want to be paid, they should get just little amount of money. Let's see who is true. Let's see who is genuine in this political atmosphere. Let's see who really wants to represent because we cannot be paying a huge amount of money and they come in and destroy our country. We have to, once you take the money away from them, you take that power away from them. They cannot be able to do anything. So if any politician, if any leader in Africa is hearing my voice today, I challenge you. If you're a president, you have to do something. And remember that what you will do is rewriting the history, that the history will remember you as a hero. Only bold people bring changes into a system that is already corrupt. So you have to do something new. You have to bring a new idea into the system that will challenge the mind of people. And that is how you'll be remembered. But if you don't do something, you'll be remembered as a coward. You'll be remembered as a foolish, and the people will never even think about you. All our past leaders will never be remembered. You see, we celebrate Mandela today. We celebrate Thomas Sankara. We celebrate Patrice Lumumba. and all those big leaders, because they were bold, because they took bold steps to do something positive. So you have to do something as a leader. And remember, as a citizen of a country, you have your responsibility. And this is what you have to do. Support this movement, support this journey by doing the hashtag demonetize our election, demonetize our politics. Just the hashtag and share this video far and wide. Let's promote this idea. Do your own way, in your own way. Make videos, write articles, visit bloggers, pay bloggers, let them write articles. Let's demonetize our election in Africa. This is a new political movement we are about to create, and we are going to succeed with this thing. Hashtag demonetize our election. Thank you.